If you are a movie lover like I am and have been following the news lately, you may be just as surprised as me to find out that Alamo Drafthouse just made an announcement that, in my opinion, is going to hurt their brand. Now, before we dive into what this is and everything, I'm Hunter Myers, the face and mind behind Verger Design Co. I help bold founders build magnetic brands that sell with confidence and clarity. And here on this channel, we typically treat branding a lot like dating, but right now we're just gonna talk about the tea, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know what an Alamo Drafthouse is, this is a specific movie theater chain here in the United States. It started in Austin, Texas, and has expanded to other cities throughout the US. I actually had my first ever Alamo experience when I lived in Austin. And let me tell you, I was blown away. Going to an Alamo Drafthouse movie is so much different than any other movie theater I have ever been to. And it was something that I loved so much and was actually really heartbroken to leave when I moved out of Austin. So what makes Alamo so special? Outside of the visual brand itself and their lean towards more indie style movies and old Hollywood flair, Alamo has a very specific experience that moviegoers go through when they attend the theater. Their big thing is that they are very anti-talking and anti-phone. If they catch you with your phone out, you will be stopped, you will be given a warning, and if you do it again, you will be asked to leave the theater. They also have really delicious food, they have very comfortable seats, but what is especially unique about them is their ordering process. So in most theaters, right, you've got one of two options. You either go up to the counter at the front of the theater, you order your popcorn, you order whatever snacks you want, and you take those to your seat. And then sometimes you can place an order on a mobile app and they will bring your food to your seat there in the theater. What Alamo had done was they created a pen and paper style ordering system where, again, they're very anti-phone, and so to keep you from using your phone, but also to not disrupt the movie experience, they created this pen and paper system where you write down what you want on the pen and paper. They've got little tables all set out in front of all of the chairs in a row. You place that at the end of your little table, and a worker will come by carefully and quietly, sneak past, take your order, go get your food, and bring it. Now, this is something that no other theater that I have ever been to does, and it was something that I really liked about the experience because it did keep me off my phone. I didn't have to look through anything on my phone to figure out what I wanted to order. I didn't have to miss any of my movie to go get additional snacks. Like, it was a great idea, and their people love it. So what is this tea now that Alamo has dropped that I think is going to lose them customers and potentially lose them one of their big holds on the market? Well, just this month, they announced that they are going away from the pen and paper ordering and are switching to a mobile ordering app. Now, why is this a problem and why is it important for us from a branding perspective and from a customer experience perspective? Well, first and foremost, they built their brand on this anti-phone experience. That is what most people go to Alamo for, is that specific experience, the experience of ordering, the experience of getting the food in the specific way that Alamo had delivered it. Now, the people at Alamo have claimed that this is to make the movies less disruptive and the ordering process faster and smoother. In my personal opinion, this sounds like another boardroom or higher level CEO kind of decision where they're wanting to cut costs and not pay workers as much and not have to hire as many people and pass that off as this is going to be more convenient for the customers. When in reality, the customers go to Alamo because of the experience that they were getting of that person coming and taking the order, of the pen and paper, of being removed from the tech and actually getting to be immersed in the movie and the movie-going experience that they were having. What does this look like now? What are their customers saying? All over the internet, people are pissed. Many people have threatened to cancel their season passes. I've got friends who have Alamo passes down in Chicago, and they're talking about emailing Alamo and telling them, if you switch to this, we will no longer be season pass holders. There's a lot of backlash happening. And I want to caution you as a business owner and a brand owner away from making this mistake that Alamo has made, where again, decisions for, in my opinion, savings or for the wallet are being made and cast in this light of a better experience for the viewers. When in reality, these CEO level execs and the people making these decisions are so far removed from their customers that they don't actually understand what their customers want and why they go to Alamo in the first place. If you run a brand and business, it is so important that you have a pulse on what it is your customers and clients are actually wanting before you make big decisions to shift part of your brand or brand experience, because you will risk backlash. And I'm very interested to see what happens to Alamo in this decision with upsetting their customers like they have. Now, the other thing that I want to bring up is, in my professional branding opinion, they have potentially just lost their biggest differentiator. The thing that set Alamo apart from every other movie theater, and the thing that would be so difficult for any other movie theater to get a grasp on, they are about to give up in exchange for this mobile ordering app. And that is that one-on-one experience, the pen and paper, the coming by to get the order from you. Almost every other theater at this point has figured out, okay, we can deliver things to people's seats. They have started to improve their menus and offer better food. They have more comfortable seats. What they didn't have was this true removal of technologies to create the fully immersive experience in the movie. That Alamo absolutely nailed, and now they risk taking it away. And in my opinion, this is opening a door for competitors to creep closer and closer and closer to the market share that Alamo had. And that can potentially cause some big issues for the brand. We've got people potentially canceling season memberships. You've got a bigger gap or a door opening for competitors to come in and steal those customers. You've got a gap for another business to come in, a new kind of theater or experience to open up. There's a lot riding on this decision that Alamo made, and we should all be paying very close attention to what this does to their brand as a whole. Now, how can you, as a business owner, learn from what is going on with Alamo Drafthouse right now? First and foremost, you've got to be paying attention to the reactions and responses of your customers and clients. When you are making a big decision to change something in your brand, or your business, or the way that you are operating things, because your customer experience is just as much a part of your brand as your logo and your socials and your colors are. That customer experience is massive. And what a lot of brands don't realize is the customer experience is oftentimes what can differentiate you the most. So if you are not paying attention to what your customers and clients are saying about their experience, and you are making changes on a whim without consulting your loyal followers, you risk running into some of the mistakes that Alamo is doing. So keep an eye and a pulse on your customers and clients' wishes and wants and desires, and their complaints too, because you can learn a lot from that as well. Number 2, keep a hold on your experience. Again, the customer and client experience is a major part of a brand, and we are watching more and more individuals lean into brands that provide the kind of experience they want to be having. We are no longer in a time where just a product or service is what will make someone loyal, but an experience absolutely will. And so I want you to sit down and think about what experience can you offer to your clients and customers that will make them choose you over anybody else, and then protect that experience. I want us to think even about Costco real quick. So Costco has their like $1 hot dogs, right? Costco loses money on those hot dogs, but they knew that that was such an integral part of their brand experience that it doesn't matter how much money they're going to lose on the hot dogs, they will not give up or change the price of that experience. So they will not give up the experience that brings people to them for the sake of profits. And I'm scared that Alamo is trying to do that right now. So don't do this in your business. If there is something about your experience that people really, really enjoy, hold on to it and protect that, because that is one of the things that differentiates you from your competitors. And thirdly, don't be afraid to roll back decisions. If you announce something and find that you are getting a lot of backlash and a bunch of customers are like, actually, no, this is not what we wanted, It is okay to say, hey, I hear you. Thank you for your feedback. We're going to reverse the decision that we made. Now, I don't know if Alamo is going to do this or not. I really hope that they do, because it is going to be incredibly disappointing to see them lose their customers and their hold on this very special experience and the thing that made them my favorite movie theater to go to. But only time can tell. Now, if you found this video helpful and you want to subscribe for more, hit the little buttons down at the bottom. I'll share things in the description if you've never been to an Alamo Drafthouse before and want to go before they end their special pen and paper experience. Do it. They said that February is when they're going to start rolling out the mobile app. So go to an Alamo if you have one in your city. It was, in the past, one of the best movie experiences I've ever had. We will see if it continues to be that with these changes that they're making. Again, I'm Hunter Myers, brand strategist and designer, and I will see you in the next one.